I'm going to say something right now that might make you uncomfortable. Your baby is not choosing mom because they love her more. Let that sink in. Because if you've ever watched your baby reach for mom while screaming in dad's arms, if you've ever felt that quiet sting of being the rejected parent, you've been misunderstanding what's actually happening and nobody has told you the truth until now. Picture this: dad walks through the door. He's been thinking about this moment the entire drive home. He reaches for his baby, and his baby screams. Not a little fuss, a full heartbroken, desperate scream, arms twisting toward mom. Body arching away from dad like he's a complete stranger. And dad stands there holding nothing, music, feeling everything. If this scene just played in your head like a memory, stay with me. Because what I'm about to share, music, changes everything you think you know about your baby. Here is the statement most parenting experts are afraid to make. Your baby preferring mom over dad has absolutely nothing to do with love. Zero. Let that land for a second, and here's what's even more surprising. It has nothing to do with who is the better parent. Nothing to do with who tries harder. Nothing to do with who shows up more. Child development experts explain that your baby's preference for one parent is a survival mechanism, not an emotional judgment. Your baby is not choosing a favorite. Your baby is choosing the safest available option according to their developing brain. And the reason mom almost always wins that calculation in those early months. It started 9 months before your baby ever opened their eyes. Stay with me because this is where the real story begins. Here's something that will genuinely shock you. Studies have shown that by 28 weeks in the womb, just 28 weeks, your baby's ears were already active. They were already listening, think about that. For months before their first breath, before their first cry, before they ever open their eyes, they were absorbing your voice, mom. Every word, every laugh, every song you hummed without thinking, every quiet conversation. Your baby was filing it all away, building a detailed internal map of exactly who you are. And here's the study that most parents never hear about. Child development experts explain that newborns can recognize their mother's voice within hours of being born. Not days, hours. Because they had already been listening for months. And it was not just the voice, your smell. Studies have shown that within the first few days of life, newborns instinctively turn toward the scent of their own mother. Specifically the scent of breast milk and amniotic fluid. The smells that surrounded your baby before the world even began. By the time dad held that baby for the very first time, mom had a 9-month head start that no one could replicate. Not because dad doesn't love them, not because dad did anything wrong, but because biology doesn't play fair. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. John Bowlby, one of the most important figures in child psychology history, spent decades studying something called attachment theory. And what he found changes how you should see everything happening in your home right now. Babies don't bond with people based on love alone. They build what child development experts call an attachment hierarchy. Think of it as a ranked list. At the top, the person who responds to them most consistently, who feeds them most often, who soothes them when they cry, who smells like safety, who sounds like home. In most families in those first months, music, that person is mom. And here is the part that will genuinely surprise you. This hierarchy is not permanent. Music, it is not fixed. It is not a verdict on your parenting. It is a calculation your baby's brain runs every single day, and it updates. Stay with me because this is where the story turns. So, when your baby screams when dad picks them up, what is your baby actually communicating? They are not saying, I don't love you. They are not even thinking about love. They are saying something much more primal than that. I am overwhelmed right now, and I need the signal my brain has been programmed to find safe. That's it. That is the entire message. Studies have shown that when babies enter a state of stress, hungry, overstimulated, tired, sick, they activate what child development experts call the attachment behavioral system. It has one goal. 1. Find the person at the top of the safety hierarchy as fast as possible. That is not rejection, Dad. That is your baby's brain doing exactly what a healthy baby brain is supposed to do. Quick pause right here. If this is already changing how you see your baby, hit that like and subscribe. Here's something nobody warns you about. Between 6 and 12 months, right when most parents expect the preference to start fading, it actually gets stronger. I know it seems completely backwards, but here's why and why it is actually good news. Your baby's brain is becoming more sophisticated. At around 6 months, babies develop what child development experts call stranger anxiety. But it is not really about strangers. It is about your baby's brain building a sharper, more detailed map of who is safe and who is not. The smarter your baby gets, the more intense their preference for their primary attachment figure becomes. This is a sign your baby is developing exactly music, the way they should. The discomfort your family is feeling right now is not a warning sign. It is a growth sign. And now, the part that most parenting videos never tell you, the part that completely changes the ending of this story. The preference switches. The baby who once screamed in dad's arms, in most families, becomes the child who runs to dad the moment he walks through the door. Let that land. Studies have shown that parental preference is not permanent. Music, and here is why dad tends to become the favorite as babies grow into toddlers. Child development experts explain that fathers naturally play differently than mothers. More physically, more unpredictably, more stimulating. And as a baby's brain matures, what they craved most changes. They stop needing predictability above everything else. They start craving novelty. And suddenly, dad becomes the most exciting person in the room. The tide doesn't just turn, it turns completely. Dad, you are not being rejected. You are being next, so, what do you actually do while waiting for the tide to turn? Studies have shown some clear answers. Number 1, show up anyway. Studies have shown that attachment forms through what child development experts call contingent responsiveness. A complicated way of saying, be there consistently, respond. Every diaper you change while talking softly to your baby, every bath time, every morning routine. That is a deposit into an attachment account that will pay dividends for years. Number 2, stop competing with mom. This is the counterintuitive one. Studies have shown that trying to force connection, overriding your baby's preference in the moment, actually makes the preference stronger, not weaker. When your baby reaches for mom, let them go. Don't make it a competition. The moment you stop competing, your baby's nervous system begins to associate you with calm, with safety. And that is when attachment builds. Number 3, create something that belongs only to you. A specific song only you sing at bath time, a morning walk only you take them on, a game only the two of you play. Studies have shown that unique rituals between the non-preferred parent and baby are one of the fastest ways to build that bond. Not to replace mom, but to become irreplaceable as dad. Number 4. Wait and trust the process. Studies have shown that in families where both parents are warm, consistent, and emotionally available, babies form deep, secure bonds with both parents by the end of the first year. This is a phase, not a life sentence. And if you are the preferred parent right now, this part is for you. Being chosen feels like love. And it is, but it can become a trap. When you are the only person your baby will accept, when every cry points to you, when you cannot leave the room without a meltdown, that is not just exhausting. Studies have shown it may actually be limiting something important in your baby's development. Because one of the most important things a baby needs to learn in their first year is this: the world is safe even when mom is not in the room. And the only way they learn that is if you sometimes let them discover it. Every time you confidently hand your baby to your partner and walk away. Even if they cry, you are teaching them something no book can teach. You are teaching them that safety is not a person. It is a feeling they carry inside. Your willingness to step away is not abandonment. It is one of the most loving things you can do for your baby. Before we close, I want to say something directly to every dad watching this. The hurt you feel when your baby screams for mom is real. It is valid. And nobody talks about it enough. You are not supposed to be unbothered by this. You are not supposed to just understand the science and move on. The science helps, but the sting is still real, and you are allowed to feel it. What I want you to hold on to after this video is not the information. It is this. Your baby is not rejecting who you are. They are reaching for what they know. And every single day that you show up consistent, warm, and present, you are becoming more of what they know. Until one day, without warning, that baby will reach for you. Your baby's brain is running one of the most sophisticated programs in nature. It is learning who is safe. It is learning who to trust. It is learning what love feels like before it even has a word for it. And that process, messy and painful and confusing as it is right now, is working exactly the way it was designed to. Your baby is not broken. Your family is not broken. You are not failing. You are in the middle of one of the most important chapters of your baby's development. And most parents go through it feeling completely alone. If this video helped you feel a little less alone today, subscribe to the Baby Mind right now. We decode the hidden psychology behind your baby's behavior every single week. Real studies, real answers for real parents. And if you have a partner, a friend, or a parent in your life who needs to hear this today, share this video with them right now. Because every parent deserves to know what their baby is actually trying to say. Because your baby is saying so much more than you know.